This year for my turkey season, I was uniquely positioned to take advantage of as many days as I could in the woods. I was recently laid off from work as the company slowly dissolved in a turbulent economy. To be honest with you, turkey hunting in my 18th century equipment was an experience and an escape that I was looking forward to months before turkey season started. I knew that I had a limited amount of time before the pressure from the local hunters would begin to affect the population, so I set out in the early days of the season trying to make the most of them. The intersection of two wide trails makes for easy passage for game large and small. This is where I would set out in the early days of the season. Just had 2 tons come by, and then 2 smaller jakes. They're still out here, but they're kind of sussing it out. I don't have any decoys, so I don't know how this is going to go. In 2023, it seemed like we had an unlimited turkey supply in my area. Driving to and from work, I would frequently see as many as 40 birds out in a field. As the season approached, I would see half a dozen toms strutting for the same set of hens. But in 2024, the turkeys seemed to be like ghosts. I had seen one strutting tom before the season on my range behind my house, and since then, nothing. My plan to intersect some toms at the My plan to intersect the toms at the crossing in the center of our tree planting proved to not be a bad idea, but the birds just kept moving. I couldn't get them to stop, slow down, or come any closer. As turkey blinds began to pop up in the fields surrounding our woods, I decided to back off, give the birds a break. I would return during the week when the neighbors' blinds were empty. I shifted focus away from the center of the tree planting, trying to get off the beaten path and show up somewhere where the birds might not expect me. I used a mix of modern and traditional camouflage, hiding behind fallen trees, large brambles, and camouflage hunting nets. Comically enough, during turkey season, deer were plentiful, and I took pride with the fact that with wind at my side, I had several deer come within 10 yards of my position. Turkey, though, were always out of reach. I shifted my position farther and farther from where I had started, hoping that I could catch the birds by surprise, moving through a different part of the timber. In the end, my 2024 turkey hunting season ended with less of a bang than 2023. While I didn't have any embarrassing failures to fire, once again, I'm leaving the woods without a feathered prize. And while I'll still dream of taking a big tom with my flintlock, time spent in the woods is never a waste. You could say we're living through a bit of a turbulent time, and hours spent leaning against a tree, hearing the birds wake up, and seeing the deer forage for breakfast brings a calm peace and regularity to my day. I'm fortunate that my family does not rely on my lack of hunting skills to stay fed. Very fortunate that we live in the 21st century and not the 18th century. But still, the added challenge of trying to take a wild turkey with my flintlock and my 18th century equipment allures me. To this day, I still think about it, what I could do to improve, and what it would feel like to take a tom in full 18th century gear. Maybe next year.